So this just needs to be, okay, so I'm come in here and we're gonna add like roots and stuff in this. So this one we do want to be, well, no, we'll add some texture to it, but I think it's gonna be mostly smooth because it's gonna be dark. You're not gonna really see, we're just gonna paint it out. So we'll just do some texture on it just so that it has some texture. But it just needs, it's not going to be anything overly distinct. It's just enough to make you go, oh, there'll be some texture in there. And I don't know which camera angle is the best for this. It's like, it's there, but then you can't see my face. Not that I had it showing my face anyways. Yeah, you can't even see that. So. You can buy yourself a coffee. That's weird. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. What if we do that? That works. Oh, because you have your own nickname or you signed up for Ko-Fi? I mean, I don't know a lot about the site. I really, like I said, dig into it. I've been looking at other artists' page and seeing what they're offering. There's not a lot of sculptors on there. A lot of digital artists. Definitely some streamers. But not a lot of physical media one. There's like digital media, like giving Obama a medal. Yeah, there you go. There's definitely the, what is it? Like the miniatures groups that you can get like free miniatures and that kind of stuff. But okay, so we're getting like, you guys can see that, just a little bit of texture so that when the light hits it, we can see that there's something there. And then we start to do the next layers. It'll be, hey, Frank just subscribed for 21 months. Thanks, Frank. Frank V. Punk, not your name, but thank you, sir. Frank, not Frank. See, and then you can't see that. Do you have a Ko-Fi page, Buck? Oh, you can't. It's got to be solid dollars, full dollars. Interesting. I was gonna sound fitty. Oh, it's because I have a minimum set up. That's because, well, or that's the minimum that they set up. I can set it up to be whatever, but should that be the minimum, Tree Fitty? Speaking of minimums, okay, so I did that key to time, right? Posted it on the socials the other day. Lot of requests for it. And yes, I think by default, I think a few months back was looking at it. Ah, gotcha. And had a lot of requests for people who wanted to purchase the key to time until they found out what it cost. And then they're like, oh, which is fine. But then I had somebody inquire about the key to time. They're like, oh, well, do you have any that didn't turn out perfect? And I'm like, yeah, I got some lying around that, because the material's really finicky, which is what I tell everybody. I explain, why the price is what it is because it is super finicky material. It's hard to work with. There's a lot of failures involved, blah, blah, blah. Can't sand. I know I type a lot, lol, a lot, but I'm really laughing out loud that key to time is the post that takes off, right? So, but I did post it on Reddit in 2 different places, in the Doctor Who subreddit and the sculpture or props one. And I mean, they only have like plus 30 upvotes. Doesn't matter. So I'm like, okay, so I found a full set of not perfect pieces that need some work. So I'll tell you guys. So a full set of key to time is $1,200. Okay, $200 a piece. 6 pieces, $1,200. That's what it costs to make, because it is a right pain in the ass. Because a lot of time with clear pieces, when you're molding and casting, when you're casting it and it doesn't turn out, that's fine. You can sand it, polish it, get it nice and pretty. These pieces cannot be sanded or polished because they'll lose their shape, and then they won't fit together like a puzzle. So it's literally, you get one shot to pour the piece and they have to come out perfect. And the material is finicky AF in the first place. And so it's really hard to get it to be perfect. And so there's always going to be some that either has, like, there's an errant piece of dust inside of it, or there's a swirl, or I waited 2 extra minutes between the flash layer and the gel state and the solid state, and so that you can actually see the seam line. It's like stupid things that happen with it because you got to pour it in layers because it does weird things. All right, so I'm like, okay, well, how about instead of 1,200, I just do 400? That recoups the cost of the material. Yeah, I was thinking